Terry Jacobson, Marketing Artfully. Okay, so now we're going to talk about what to name your boards. And this is, for me, half science, half just human beings. Because, as we talk about, this is Pinterest is a mix of marketing, social media, and fun. And so you need to cover all three aspects of that when you're naming your boards. So I I will tell you, quotations is a really hot board. So you could, like, I have quotes with pictures. I only have quotes with pictures, but you could have quotations. You could have success quotations, things like that. And then what happens is, so let's come on over here and let's do quotes, and see. Remember from our search one, this quotes with pictures. So let's search for quotes, and there's going to be all kinds of quotes that come up. So she's got a quotes board. It's the board, it looks like, that's there. Some of them are going to be in the description. So these are pins. So the board search doesn't seem to be working. Oh, and so there's quotes. The quotes doesn't work if there's no board, unless yours. So this is really nice. So naming your board quotes is going to help people find you. Like this lady spammed it, quotes. Okay, so enough of that. So you get what's going on there. Okay, I do marketing. So collateral design is the actual name for your brochures and your business cards and things like that. So literally that is functionally what it is. It's, I don't know that I'm trying to, I would probably, if I was a business card designer, if that's something that I did, I would name them business card designs, something like that. That would be more easily found. I will tell you that even amongst designers, I probably wouldn't have top of mind collateral design. But for me, what I'm trying to do is to have a nice mix of a human being, stuff I actually am interested in, and then things so that people can come and see that I'm a marketing speaker, coach, and trainer. It's a perception thing. So I want quotes, which is interesting to any human. Then I want a couple of things that are uh, factually correct about my business. I want to do this. And just real quick, we were talking to a friend, or one of the ladies that was at one of my classes the other day, and she was very adamant that you can do whatever you want, and nobody has to, and if they don't like it, then they can just go away. And I agree that that can happen, but I will tell you in all sincerity, in this day and age, people who are considering hiring you to mow their lawn are doing research about you or your company on the internet. And if this is one of the things that you find, you want to make sure that it's kind of a good representation of you. And what she was saying is, she's an awesome person, love her to bits, but she and her husband ride motorcycles, which is fine. Everybody can ride motorcycles. And she also, I think we were talking, and not about her specifically, but we were talking about tattoos. And that, oh my gosh, I saw this one board that was all kinds of crazy tattoos. And she was making the point for, if you do tattoos or you want to have tattoos, whatever, you can do that, and it doesn't matter. And I agree, it doesn't matter as long as it's counterbalanced with things that are representative of your business self too. Okay, so I just like display ads. I find a real hard time making ads. I don't like to do it. So I was saving ads. Profile picture examples. I need to have a photographer take pictures. So, and this board gets a lot more than I thought it was going to get. I like bees. I have an issue with bees. And now we're really getting, and that's kind of within my work framework. And then we're getting down here to pay for crafts, fun craft things, spring decorating. So if you were a potential client coming to this board and seeing that I am a marketing speaker, if you like marketing, it kind of jumps out at you that, okay, there's things that she's doing that are there. And then yes, I do have another life. I do decorating. I like funny pictures of animals. Oh my gosh, this little guy is has like a tiny teddy bear. Denver restaurants. I go out to eat a lot, so I wanted to have that. And then some of these are shared. And then my Marcus Pearson one that I was making for another example. But I do adore him. So that's kind of how you want to set your boards up, and then let's talk about what you name them. So mine are factually correct. Bees is about bees. Paper crafts is not particularly well named, but I'm not trying to rank for that or to be known for that. Fall decorating, spring decorating is going to be very popular. Office is going to be very popular. Animals, of course. So I do want to be able to get found for search, so I want to name my, great marketing display ads and quotes with pictures are probably the best ones, profile picture examples, and then the rest are just me being a human being and wanting to have some human being interests. Okay, so now let's talk about some bad ones. Now, this is a guy, and he doesn't seem to be very real anyways, but what happens is when you set it up, it comes with favorite places and spaces for the home, products I love, my style, and books worth reading. So if you show up with those five, of course, everybody starts somewhere, but it really kind of makes you look like a newbie. So whenever we start we just started one for a client the other day. So what we did was all I did was rename them mixed media, watercolor, photography, sculpture, museum, and fonts. He has a website that is an online art gallery, so those were very appropriate and things that would be in with his business model, where these things aren't necessarily what you want to do. So you want to kind of move on from those pretty fast. Okay, Teresa Russell Jackson. She seems lovely. I don't really know her in person. And she's not putting any things on her weird board, so I would take them off if I was her, because it makes her look like she has empty boards, which she does. But she has 10, like six other boards with all kinds of pins on it. So I follow her words to live by because I find it very interesting. She's obviously beautiful and way more of a fashionista than I am. And then she has, so it must be things she thinks about, and that's kind of fun too. So if I was her, I would just take those four down. Okay, Jennifer Thomason, she has 16 boards, and in another post we'll talk about how many boards you should have. But this one, let's just talk about how she's doing it. So I can't really tell from, she doesn't have a description. I don't know what she actually does. She has packaging ideas, which I got excited about. So, I followed her. I like some DIY projects and things like that. Organization is a really good one. We must all be struggling with that. Books that she's going to read, photo styling for food. She has Christmas, which is a popular board. Oh, these are all little hearts. Boy, that's really cute. Graphics and images I'm intrigued, for inspiration. So that may be something that would be interesting in patio and garden ideas. So hers are really, they're named well. And I think you would be surprised to know how much that's going to affect people and how they're going to do it. So let's just scoot around and let's look for a name like Mary. Mary Carroll. Okay, so let's look for Mary Carroll. See, she has the default boards. So we don't know about that. Let's do Deb Fry. Deb Fry is kind of in kind of my league. So and she just has a very few number of pins. Let's go up here to Pinterest, and this is just going to be a real quick search. So Joan Erickson, she looks good, and she has 118 boards. She likes the Pinterest, but look, closets, boys' rooms, bathrooms, they're all correct. Designing a room, they're all correct. And I bet you if we go down here to some of her older pins, see her freebies, she has more under each pin. Beautiful animals. So I'm going to keep her up here for like how many pins do you have or how many boards do you have, but I think she names them well. Baby nursery projects, upholstery tips, really good. Special projects, I'm not sure what that is. Cuz don't forget you guys when you're pinning, oh, sewing for children, that's a great one. Oh, she's a sewer. She's got all kinds of sewing things. Now, I honestly would move mine around a little bit if I was her. Just a thought. So, to put her sewing up closer to the top and take some of these ones that aren't um, as pinning um, down. So, anyways, that's how you name your pins or your boards. So, Tara Jacobson, marketing artfully.